Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm here for the match review of AC Milan against Palermo. Match that finished 4-0 for the Rossoneri with goals coming in from Suso, Pasalic, Bacca, and Deulofeu. A real one-way street for Milan today. A very comfortable win against a very poor Palermo side. A team that really did little to nothing today in terms of occasions, chances created. And really, it was all too easy for Milan today, like we could tell from the scoreline. What I really liked about Milan today, though, if I have to emphasize on some particularities, is that besides just scoring the first goal, they kept going for more each and every time. The first goal came in at the 5th minute from a beautiful Suso free kick right on the edge of the box, which was obtained by Deulofeu. A beautiful curler of a free kick to really once again announce his return to the San Siro. As we all know, Suso was out for a couple of games after suffering an injury against Chievo a few weeks ago, and really you couldn't ask for a better return for Suso with that beautiful free kick goal. Really, I was really happy and impressed with the shot itself, but I was more happy, like the rest of the people, regarding his return to Milan, especially ahead of the next weekend's Derby della Madonnina. The second goal from Pasalic, beautiful cross that came in from Calabria, was actually an interchange of passes between Suso and Calabria before Calabria finally put in that cross to find Bacca. Sorry, that was the third goal. The second goal was a cross from Suso to Pasalic, and pretty much almost the same thing happened. Beautiful crosses coming on from that right side. Overall, that right side today, speaking about Kuchka, Calabria, and Suso, everything was working amazing. It seemed like there was a nice oiled up, moisturized machine somehow. A machine with no mistakes at all. It was honestly amazing to watch. Nothing to really complain about. That's what I'm trying to say here. So I was really happy about that. Moreover, the fourth goal was Deulofeu. The guy, simply with his runs, he had to be awarded with a goal. And that goal came in the second half. Also, we had so many other chances compared to just those 4 goals. I think we could have easily scored 8, 9 goals today with all those chances that we got. Bacca missed 3 or 4 good ones himself. Lapadula also had a few good chances himself to score. He got denied a couple of times from the Palermo goalkeeper. But other than that, simply nothing to really complain about today. This is the Milan that I would wish we could see every week. Unfortunately, we all know that that's not the case. We're going to see Milans like this in a certain time, in a certain weekend, and another weekend it could be the complete opposite. That's the truth. That's really the truth about our team. It's a hard truth, but at the end of the day, that's what happens with our team almost on a weekly basis. So once again, to get back at that, I'm happy with how we responded today. I'm happy with how we continued playing and we didn't give up after only 1 goal. We kept pushing and pushing, making the fans happy. There were also a lot of kids at the end of San Siro, so definitely a time to make everyone happy, the whole Rossoneri family happy. Of course, ahead of next weekend's game against Inter in the Derby della Madonnina. Lots of people are anxiously waiting for that match, and you could already hear the crowd itself getting very excited by it. And they were getting updated with the score of the Inter Crotone game throughout the Milan game. And finally, yes, Crotone did win the game 2-1 against Inter, which is absolutely incredible. Something that I personally wasn't expecting. But I did mention at the beginning of the game, anything could happen. And that's exactly what happened. Pescara made us drop points last week. Crotone did the same to Inter this week. So that's the Serie A. Anything could happen. But Inter have lost their last 2 games now. We have overtaken them in the standings. We're currently 2 points ahead of them on 57 points. They're on 55. And definitely next week, it's going to be so crucial of a game. Atalanta also dropped points this weekend as they tied Sassuolo 1-1. And Lazio's playing Napoli later on today. So hopefully they will drop points as well. Definitely everything is still up for grabs with 7 games remaining in the league now. Anything could still happen, but definitely a loss today for Inter just makes our chances of qualifying even better. And if we do beat them next week, everything will be even better in that sense. But it will really be a very hard-fought game next weekend. Simply cannot wait for that. So let me know, guys, your thoughts on the game in the comments section today. Do you find it was just way too easy for Milan to really get anything today, or you think Palermo was just horrible? They were just playing so poor. They really didn't get much going on today. I mean, they did have some decent chances, but more times than not, it was just useless crosses going right in the hands of Donnarumma. Absolutely, didn't bother him at all today. I think it was a training session for Donnarumma. Maybe he does more in training sessions than what he did today. But yeah, very happy about him as well. He kept a clean sheet. Even though he didn't have much to do today, he still kept that clean sheet. He still got the job done. And he was forced maybe 1 or 2 decent saves, but that's about it. So happy for him, especially after last week where he unfortunately allowed a very silly goal. But, that's what champions do. They bounce up. They bounce back the week after. And that was the case with Donnarumma today. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments section as I'll be getting it. As I'll be getting into your comments in just a few moments here. Edin says, I'm so sad that Lapadula didn't score one. He really wanted it. Deulofeu does nothing going forward, Abdul says. Yeah, I could agree with that. I mean, Deulofeu, very good defensively, but going forward, I have to say that, Calabria is a much better player going forward. I really like the exchange of passes going on between Suso and Calabria today, especially on that goal there scored by Bacca. Other than that, very good tackles, very good decisions. Some people were hesitating as to see Calabria on that right side, but I reassured you guys, he's not the best player on that left side, but when he does play on the right, he's capable of much more. He's a much better player. He's capable of crossing, putting deadly balls into that box, and that's exactly what we're lacking in fullbacks, and that's something that we have with Calabria. So very happy about that. So yeah, very happy about Calabria. Let's see if he gets a nod as well against Inter next week. Edel Figo says, a chant from the San Siro, volevano la Champions League 3 times e ora perdono contro una squadra in B. That's amazing. That's honestly a beautiful chant. Abdul says, Kuchka did very good today, but I see how Pasalic offers so much more. Yes, Pasalic, exactly. That's what he does. Pasalic does offer a lot more, and that's exactly the whole situation I was speaking about yesterday. Kuchka is a very solid player. He won a lot of balls today. He created a lot. He even had some decent chances himself. But guys like Pasalic, obviously more of a attacking-minded player than Kuchka. That's what I like to see. Pasalic also contributed a bit defensively today. But what I'm trying to say here is that personally, if I had Bonaventura on the left side when he does come back and another guy like Bonaventura on the right side, I'll be so happy with that, to be honest. Pasalic also won't be playing in the Derby della Madonnina. That's something I forgot to mention, as he picked up a booking today. He was unfortunately 1 booking away from suspension, and he did get that booking right after his goal on top of it, like 2-3 minutes after. Pretty upset with that. He was upset as well. But what can you do? That's pretty much it. I think either Bertolacci or Marty Fernandez will be starting on the left side, in my opinion, now. Vinicius says, it was a great win today, but I'm worried because we lost way too many chances. What do you think? Milan is always a team that will create a lot of chances. Even the games that we don't win, if you take a look at it, we do create a lot of chances, but we're simply not very good finishers. Same thing goes against Pescara. We had some very good chances to win that game. Our finishing, however, wasn't good. And that's exactly the problem with Milan. We create, but we can't finish. Today we got 4 goals. we could have got 8 or 9 if it was another team. If it was a good finishing team, we could have got 8 or 9 easy goals today. I'm just happy that we did get 4 goals. I'm happy about that, that's for sure. But I'm just saying that we should be able to score more. Bacca himself, 3-4 chances which had goal written all over it. Should have done better. Yes, he got 1 goal, but he could have easily got a hat-trick today. Lapadula as well, few chances for him. Pasalic as well, a few chances for him in that second half. Really, I could count maybe 8-9 chances which should have been goals, but they weren't. Gio, will Inter have suspended players against us? I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. I could try to find out right now, but I mean, that's gonna be pretty difficult, to be honest with you. I could take a look at it. I'm gonna get back to you there. I could definitely take a look at it as I answer other questions. Lagarto says, to be honest, it was just Palermo being horrible. Milan with just 1 pass, they created a dangerous chance. But 4-0 is something to really celebrate. Very, very happy. Yeah, I'm very happy as well. And like I said at the beginning of the game, you know, unfortunately, when we played Palermo the first time around, we had to leave it late. And simply, it wasn't a performance that many people were happy with, even if we got the win. This time around, we really gave no chance to Palermo to even get into the game. We imposed our style on them. We dictated everything, and that's exactly what I was stressing over and over again when I was comparing the game against Pescara to this game. You know, against Pescara, we were very slow. Pescara imposed their style on us, and everything was just easy for them from that moment on. This time around, tables turned, and Milan was the dominating side. That's exactly the type of philosophy that that Milan need to have in order to win games overall. You know, in order to have better chances of winning games, this is exactly the type of performances that we need to have. Getting back to your question there, Calvin, regarding the suspended players. The 2 players that were 1 booking away from suspension were Medel and Murillo. And I'm just going to make sure for you if any of those guys got bookings today. None of them got bookings. So, yeah, there's no suspended players for Inter. Just a few more questions before I sign off, guys. Don't forget that Deschio had an assist today. Did he? I don't remember. Oh yeah, on Deulofeu's goal, yeah. I remember that part now. Yeah, he did have an assist. I mean, it was a nice pass for him. Yeah, I'm happy. To be honest, I'm happy about both sides how they played. I spoke a lot about the right side, that we were able to create lots of chances and everything was happening on that right side. But a lot was happening on that left side as well, especially with Deulofeu. So that's good to see. What I'm trying to say here is if Deulofeu would be there on the winger position, Bonaventura in the midfield, wow, this team would actually be a lot better. Some more questions. Abdul says, we also need to realize that form goes out of the window in derby games. Inter will be extremely hungry for the win. We might take the game too easy against Inter, which is dangerous mentality. I don't think about taking the game too easy. I think the players know exactly the type of attitude that they need to have in derby games. This season, we actually played quite good against these top opposition teams. We have to go in with the right mentality, and we definitely need to score the first goal. We definitely cannot have the mentality that we had against Inter in the last 15 to 20 minutes this season. Let's recall that Inter equalized that game in the last minute, the last play of the game, and that's because we were sitting back for the last 15-20 minutes, which is a big mistake in my opinion. So yeah, I hope that we learn from those mistakes and we don't repeat them next week. Do I think we have a chance for the Champions League? Definitely not. Lagarto says, what a perfect week. Inter lost, Atalanta tied, Milan destroyed, and even Lazio take on Napoli. We're in for it, guys. Definitely in for it. I would be happy about that. Do I think Matti will leave our midfield a little unprotected? I don't think so. I honestly don't think that it will leave the midfield a bit unprotected. I think he's capable of having a good physical role as well in the midfield. The thing is, if you're thinking of putting Jose Sosa, Mati Fernandez, and Kuchka in there, I think we're going to need at least another type of playmaker type of player there. So maybe Locatelli could be playing instead of Jose Sosa. Not sure what Montella is going to think, but there's a full week of thinking for him to do. So we'll get to that when the time comes. Alex Acosta says, is Bonaventura out for the season? Yes, he is. Dane says, Romagnoli got a haircut after he took so long to grow in the first place. Honestly, I understand his frustrations. I hate when my hair is long, and I always feel like I need to get a haircut because it's just so hard and time consuming. So I definitely feel his pain. But yeah, looks good on him though. I like his haircut. Very good job. I actually saw it on Instagram a few days ago, first of all, and then I saw it today in real video. It looked even better. But yeah. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for the match review. Shorter than usual today. Got a few things to do, but thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. We really expanded a lot today in terms of subscribers, so really thank you so much. It's been a really great day for Milan. 4-0 win, Inter lost, and hopefully Lazio drop some points as well later on today. Once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV to stay updated with everything related to Milan. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, and I'll see you guys next time for yet another one. Thank you for watching again. This has been Gio signing off, and as always, Forza Milan.